Stop trying to make your content more relatable when your real problem is that your buyer cannot recognize themselves in it. So give me the next 4 minutes and I'll walk you through my recognition to decision framework that helps you turn broad, relatable content into specific messaging that makes the right buyer feel seen and ready to act immediately. And if at the end of it you want my recognizable content template so you can just start using this in your next post, just drop recognize in the comments below and I'll send it directly to you. For those who don't know me, my name is Akhil and I work with over 60 businesses to generate over $2 million combined. And in every video you see from me, you'll get one thing you can immediately use to make your content create stronger buying decisions. So let's start with your content. At this point, it is getting likes, saves, shares, and some comments even. But those same people are not asking you about your offer. They relate to what you're saying, but they do not recognize the exact problem your offer helps them solve. The solution that everyone teaches nowadays is becoming more relatable. So the endless barrage of personal stories, popular hooks, and common emotions. And at the end of this all, you end up saying stuff like, business can feel hard, showing up can feel scary, you are not alone. And you're assuming that if more people relate to your messaging, more people will eventually buy from you. But this method will not work because broad emotion creates connection, but they do not always create urgency. Your buyer is not there taking action simply because you described how they feel. They only will take action when you recognize their behavior thought or the pattern creating that feeling. And here is the recognition to decision framework that turns relatable content into content that creates buyer moment. Step 1. Name that visible moment. Do not begin with a broad topic like confidence, consistency, visibility, messaging, or sales. Describe that exact moment when the problem becomes real. As in, what are they doing? What are they looking at? What just happened? What thought is running through their mind? Let's say, for example, a relatable content might say, you're struggling to sell your offer. But recognizable content says, you post about your offer, what dozens of people view your stories, and then check your inbox to find no question asking or inquiring about your offer. The first sentence is naming the problem, while the second one with the buyer inside the exact moment. The goal in all of this is to get them to hear that internal conversation. They can recognize the exact moment you are then describing. So before you write your next post, ask yourself, what this problem looks like during a normal day in my buyer's life. And that is where recognition begins. Now, step 2, reveal the hidden pattern. Once they recognize the moment, explain what is actually creating it. This is where you move from validation into diagnosis. Maybe they think they need more followers, but the hidden pattern is that their message does not show the right person why their offer matters now. Maybe they think they need better hooks, but the hidden pattern is that the rest of the content never helps the buyer connect the message to their own situation. You're not simply saying, yes, this is frustrating. You are saying, yes, this is frustrating, and here's the pattern creating that frustration. That is the belief shift you're helping them see than assuming what the problem is. Step 3, connect that pattern into a new decision. Do not leave your audience with awareness alone. Show them what needs to change and give them one action they can take immediately. All you need to say is, the next time you write a post, do not ask whether your audience can relate to it. Ask whether your buyer can recognize a specific thought, behavior, or moment from their own life. Then help them make that shift. Take a broad word like stuck, overwhelmed, unseen, inconsistent, or frustrated and replace it with something that the buyer actually does. Just to give you some examples, instead of saying you feel stuck with your content, just say you have 20 ideas saved in your notes, but every time you try to turn one into a post, you convince yourself it is not good enough. Another one of these would be, instead of you saying you feel unseen online, just say you keep watching less experienced creators sell offers similar to yours while your audience tells you your free content is amazing. The more clearly your buyer can recognize the pattern, the easier it becomes for them to understand why something needs to change. Now I know all of this works because buyers need 3 things before they take action. They need to feel understood, they need to understand the real problem, and they need to see a clear path forward. The visible movement creates recognition, the hidden pattern creates clarity, and the new decision creates a movement. You can use this entire framework yourself by studying the exact moment, thoughts, and behavior your buyer experience. And the accelerated part to all of this is having someone help you identify those patterns, turn them into sharp messaging, and connect them directly into your offer. But for all of this, the principle stays the same. Do not describe the emotion. Reveal that experience behind it. And if you want to swipe my entire recognizable content template, just drop recognize in the comments and I'll send it directly to you. All you have to do is use it today to take one broad relatable idea and turn it into a message your buyer can recognize themselves inside. This will help you identify the visible moment, reveal the hidden pattern, and connect that pattern into a buying decision. Just remember, self-awareness is what moves the right buyer towards action.